Okay, so that told me 15 minutes is up. My free screencast program only runs for 15 minutes, so that's how long I've been working on my essay questions. Anyway, as I was saying, some attempts have been made to include fish ladders as part of these dams, but they have so far been inadequate to allow the juvenile fish to pass the dams. The dams also result in downstream water flows being greatly reduced, and by the time the river reaches Cambodia and Vietnam, water resources are limited and anticipated to be highly limited as dam building continues. Okay, so why it's endangered? So, increased pressure. I've gone into some detail on the hydropower. I could say something here actually, like, so increased population, but also increased consumption, particularly in city centres such as Bangkok, who will purchase the power from Laos. So I could go into detail there about, okay, we're increasing our consumption, we're increasing our population, this is impacting the fish. Alright, so why it should be conserved, so as mentioned, this is a unique species, and from an ecocentric point of view, deserves to be conserved for its intrinsic value. In other words, like, it's such a great species. I mean, why would we want any species to go extinct? And I think I've mentioned this intrinsic value before in class. Like, we wouldn't pick an individual person that we know and say, okay, tell us why this person should be allowed to live, right? They have intrinsic value. Okay, so aesthetically, it is stunning. The largest species of catfish and one of the largest freshwater fish in the world. Okay, so now again we're looking at ecocentric, aesthetic, and then from another ecocentric point of view, as a herbivore in the river, and one which must consume considerable amounts of vegetation, it is an important part of the food web in the Mekong region being the second most diverse biodiversity hotspot in the world. Okay, so that's very important. So those are all ecocentric. Okay, from anthropocentric point of view, it is important food source for villagers who would have to turn to other protein sources without it. It is also a potential tourist attraction, which could be used to attract eco-tourists to the area. There is already an eco-tourist tourism interest because Wadi dolphin, which also lives in the Mekong region. Okay, so, and then from a technocentric point of view, it probably doesn't have any reason for its conservation. Let's just check the question, why it should be conserved. Okay, so why it should be conserved. So, okay, so now I'm not going to think about the values anymore. I'm just thinking about overall. I think I've covered everything, so I'm going to stop there. And so that total now has taken me 20 minutes to answer 20-point question. And so that's a minute per mark on a paper 2, so that's pretty good going.